Alright, bet. We are live. I was this close to not going live today, but I wanted to keep the streak going. I don't know if I'm gonna go live tomorrow, simply because it's gonna be Sunday. Sunday's supposed to be day of rest, so I don't know about tomorrow. We'll see. 50-50 shot. Let's get day 6 started though.
Let's get it, baby.
Buddy, what the fuck?
I know you love seeing my beautiful face every damn morning.
Bro's tweaking.
What's good, baby? Welcome to boot camp day... Day 6, I believe. Welcome to boot camp day 6, okay? Today, we're back on it with the trading, okay? We are going to be talking about break of structure, okay? I figured, you know, we're gonna get the beginners right out. Hold on, there's a fly. We're gonna get the beginner shit out of here first, so we can start getting into this, because right after this trading video, the next trading video is going to be talking about liquidity, so we can actually get into some shit. All right, so first we need to understand break of structure. Because
oh shit, what up, Daniel? It's going good, bro. It's going good. Slowly but surely, bro. Sticking to it.
We talked about candlesticks, so we know the little drawings on the chart, and now we know trends, right? Now we need to understand why and when the market's trending, and you know, when it actually switches direction, when it breaks structure, when it gets a market structure shift. Okay, so the simplest way that I can describe a break of structure is a shift in the trend. Okay, so we know, right, trends move in higher highs and higher...
Opie, I don't know if you're still in here. I've been up since 4 in the morning today.
lows. Okay, we also know, or actually I haven't even talked about this. Okay, so trends move in higher highs and higher lows. Okay, right, and then lower lows and lower highs on the contrary, right, in a downtrend. Okay, what makes up a high in the first place? This is something that I didn't talk about in the trends because I was going to save it for the break of structure video. Okay, so what makes a high? A move up, then a move down, right? High. So this is something that I didn't talk about in the trends because I was going to save it for the break of structure video. Okay, so what makes a high? A move up, then a move down, right? High. What makes a low? A move down, then a move up. Low. Okay, so when we apply this to the charts, okay, it is literally as simple as that. A high, okay, is a move up, then a move down. A low is a move down, then a move up. Okay, so what does that mean? It only takes 2 candles. Essentially, it's a candlestick pattern. So if there is one green candle up and then a red candle down, that's a high. If there is one red candle down and then one green candle up, that's a low. It's not, it doesn't have to make a perfect little fucking shape, okay? It doesn't have to look perfect. It doesn't have to look pretty, because I feel like a lot of people, a lot of beginner traders especially, think highs and lows have to be like, you know, like look exactly the same, right? So let's jump into the charts and start outlining what a high and low even looks like before we even get into break of structure, because we have to understand what highs and lows look like in order to understand what a break in structure is, right? Because if that means the trend is changing, if we're saying a trend is higher highs and higher lows, and the trend changes, we have to know what those highs and lows even look like, right? So this is a perfect example of an odd looking high that people probably wouldn't even call a high. People would probably call this the high. No. Okay? It's not, you can't just lump them together. That's not how this shit works. Okay? So, first of all, right, we do have a move up, then a move down. What does it consist of? Literally a blue candle, then a black candle. My chart is blue and black. It just looks cool that way. Okay? That's why I have it. Okay? So this is a high. right? This right here is the high off the wicks of the blue candle right there. Perfect. That's a high. Okay? And on the contrary, right, we have a move down, then a move up. So what is this? A low. Cool? Cool. Right? This, again...
That's kind of a good example, because, like, this I would just overlook. What the fuck's my mouse? This should just look like going sideways to me. Like, obviously, obvious, like, low. Obvious, like, peak.
Is still a high. It just doesn't look as pretty as this. Right? Why? Because we have a blue candle, meaning a move up, and then a move down. Okay, it's two candles. And you're probably going to say, well, TJR, where's the high? Is it off the wick of this candle, or is it off the wick of this candle? Well, since a high takes two candles to form, you're going to take the highest wick of whichever of those two candles it is. Okay, so boom. We got a high right here. Okay, and same thing down here, right? If this blue candle's wick was lower than the black candle, that would be the low. Makes sense? Cool? Good? We got it? Hopefully I don't have to cover that. Hopefully I don't have to cover that again, okay? We can go over another example. What is this? This is a high. Why? Because there's a blue candle, then a black candle. Literally, it only takes two candles to make a high. Perfect. Boom. We find the top wick between the two candles. Done deal. Okay? This is a low. Why? Because there's a move down, then a move up. This is a low. Why? Because there's a move down, then there's a move up. Cool? Cool. Same thing right here. This is a low. Why? Because there was a move down, then a move up. Right? If we scale into the 4 hour and look at this, this is the low. Right? It makes sense that this would be the low and not the start of the black candle, or not the wick of the black candle, because if we zoom in and look at it, what the fuck is that? Right? This ain't no low. The low's all the way down here. Okay? So boom. We know what lows and highs are now. Perfect. Clap it up. We got like...
Wait a minute.
The highs are all the way down at it. Or not the wick of the black candle, because if we... And not... It makes sense that this would be the low and not...
So this is the low.
And not...
How the fuck did he get there?
The start of...
He had it on this wick. Right here. Did he not?
Sense that this would be the low and...
He's in the 4 hour.
Not...
Then he goes on the daily. How the fuck did he call that shit?
And not...
How the fuck is that the low? Why wouldn't it be here? Or here?
Right? It makes sense that this would be the low and not... And not...
Why is this so hard to understand? How the fuck is that the low?
The start of the black candle, or not the wick of the black candle, because if we zoom in and look at it, what the fuck is that? Right? This ain't no low. The low's all the way down here. Okay? So boom. We know what lows and highs are now. Perfect. Clap it up. We got like the super beginner shit done. Okay? Perfect. All right.
Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna go back.
You know
because
what
I
lows
don't
are?
give a fuck.
Okay.
I'm gonna learn this shit.
Low and not. Cool? Cool. Same thing right here. This is a low. Why? Because there was a move down, then a move up. Right? If we scale into the 4 hour and look at this, this is the low hour. Why? Because there was a move down, then a move up. Right? This is a low. Why? Because there was a move down, then a move up. Right? If we...
Okay, I'm not fucking understanding this shit.
Perfect. Boom. We find the top wick between the two candles. Done deal. Okay? This is a low. Why? Because there's a move down, then a move up. This is a low. Why? Because there's a move down, then there's a move up. Cool? Cool. Same thing right here. This is a low. Why? Because there was a move down, then a move up. Right? If we scale into the 4 hour and look at this, this is the low, right? It makes sense that this would be the low and not...
Okay, it moved
would be the low
down and then it moved up. So obviously you can see it moved down, then it moved up. What the fuck's my audio? Moved down, went up. Moved down, went up. Moved down, went up. Moved down. I think the wick's like right here. Moved up. Moved down. What the fuck? I don't get this shit and I don't know why.
And not the start of the black candle, or not the wick of the black candle, because if we zoom in and look at it, what the fuck is that? Right? This ain't no low. The low's all the way down here. Okay? So boom. We know what lows and highs are now. Perfect. Clap it up. We got like the super beginner shit done. Okay? Perfect. All right. We know what lows are high, what lows and highs are, and if we know what trends are, and if we know what lows and highs are.
Fringe steam, buy no sell, buddy. I've been buying and not selling. That shit's obviously not working.
Then we can know when a trend breaks and when market structure shifts. Okay? Why? Because if a uptrend moves in higher highs and higher lows, but then it doesn't anymore, it ends up breaking, what is likely going to happen? Okay, it's going to start making lower lows and lower highs. And that is what we call a break of structure. Okay? Meaning we break the trend that the current
break of structure.
market is currently in. Okay?
I'm so tired.
We break that trend and then flip market direction, flip market structure in the other direction. Okay? And break of structure is very, very simple, but for some reason I get lots of questions on it, and in this video I will try and simplify this shit so literally a child can understand it. Okay? I'm going to try and make this super simple. Okay? A break in structure to the upside. Okay? And we'll show examples of this on the chart and through drawing, okay? A break of structure to the upside. So that means there is a downtrend currently, right? A break of structure to the upside is when we have a closure, a candle closure, not a wick, a candle closure above a high. Remember, what's a high? A move up, then a move down. So that means in order for it to break structure to the upside,
candle closure above the high,
we have to see a single candle close fully, meaning closing above this high, meaning the candle body has to be above the wick of the high.
I'm gonna write this shit down. So when there's a downtrend, and a candle breaks above it,
Make sense? Let's find an example on the chart, because I'm not sure this makes sense yet, because this is how I described the last video and we still had questions, but that's okay. Questions are good. I'm gonna try and help you guys understand this. Okay, so right here. We get a move up, then a move down, then a move up. Okay, perfect. We made a low right here. And as you can see right here, we had like a miniature uptrend. Okay, we come down, get a move down, then a move up. We get another low. Cool. I no longer care about this previous low. I'm only caring about the most recent one. Okay, and we'll get into that a little bit later into this video. Okay, I only care about the most recent high or low that has been made. As you can see here, we previously had broke structure to the upside, right? Uptrend. Okay. Then we have this low, and what happens, right? We have a move down, then a move up, but then, right, we weren't in a downtrend previously, but what happens with this candle? The body of the candle closed below the low. So what happened? What did it cause it to do? Started a downtrend, right? Boom, lower high, lower low, probably going up to form a lower high, or retracement on the weekly time frame to come up within here. Okay, so are we starting to understand what a break of structure is? Now let's try and find a break of structure to the upside. This is just lovely, right? What happens? We were previously trending up. This gives us two perfect examples of this. Previously trending to the upside, right? We see a low. What happened to the low? The body of the candle closed below it. What happened to the trend? It shifted, right? We have a high right here. We have a low right here. Where's the next high? Right here. Where's the next low? Right here. Lower low, lower low, lower high. What's this right here? A move down, then a move up. That's a low. What's this right here? Move up, then a move down. That's a high. What's this? A lower high, a lower low. Wow, would you look at that? It's a trend. It's a downtrend because market structure broke. Okay? So now that we're in a downtrend, what happens over here? We have a high right here, and you're going to say, oh yeah, it broke. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down. We also had a high right here. Why? Why is this a high, guys? Why is it a high? Because we have a move up and then a move down. We get a closure above it, okay? The candle closed above the wick, and then what happens?
And it closes above the wick.
Bing bong. Closed above the wick, and then what?
Closed above the wick. That's our little green wick. Then we had a red. Then it fucking shot up.
What happens? Bing bong. Moves to the upside. Yeah, we did get a retracement down, but hey, look. Higher low. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Continues. Okay? That is break of structure to the upside. Now, what's break of structure to the downside? Well, it's when we have an uptrend, and then schmink, a low gets taken out. Right?
Holy
Same
shit.
exact thing, just in the opposite direction. Right? Low gets taken out. Okay? Boom, we start the downtrend. Okay? Pretty simple stuff, right? Let me show you guys what a break of structure is not. And I think this is where a lot of people slip up. Right here is a perfect prime time example of this. Right here, we get a move up, then a move down. So what does this make? A high. Correct. right here, we get a move up and then a move down. This wick goes higher than this wick, right? So technically, this high is higher than this high. However, we do not give no fucks. We do not give a crap. We do
close and then close above it. That's why.
Not care about wicks going above highs or going below lows. That does not mean anything to us. We need a candle close because as you can see right here, oh no, it's a higher high. What's gonna happen? Oh no, it falls? What? This isn't what TJR taught us. Well, here we are, teaching you this shit, okay? So, we get this wick going higher than this wick, but we don't care because it doesn't close above it. It is not a break of structure unless the candle closes above it.
I was having a feeling I wasn't getting this shit. I'm so fucking tired. I think I'm still getting it.
Write that down. It is not a break of structure unless the candle closes above a high or below a low. Right? For example, if let's say this black wick, let's say this wick went lower than this low. Right? Or below unless the candle closes above, doesn't close above it. So, we get this wick going higher than this wick, but we don't care because it doesn't close above it. It is not a break of structure unless the candle closes above it. Write that down. It is not a break of structure unless the candle closes above a high or below a low. Right? Or below structure unless the candle closes above a high or below a low. Right? For example, if let's say this black wick, let's say this wick went lower than this low. That would not have been a break of structure. That would not have been a break of structure. And this whole thing wasn't a break of structure until this most recent low got closed below. That's all break of structure is. Whatever the most recent, okay, ready? So we'll simplify this even more, right? It's literally a step-by-step execution of understanding where a break of structure is. Number one, identify the trend. Identify the trend. We'll even write this down. This will be good. Damn. Can be profitable but can't type. That's how it goes. Is that even the way? How to spell structure? I don't even know, and I don't care. How to spell break of structure. Number one, identify the trend. Okay? Where is it going? Number two, okay? Up trend or down trend. Okay? Number two, if in up trend, okay, we are watching the lows, right? Because if we're moving up higher and higher, when are we going to get a break of structure? When the low gets taken out, when the low gets closed below. We don't care about the highs, right? We care about the lows, okay? Number three, if in downtrend, we are...
I can't read my own fucking handwriting right now. Identify the trend. Uptrend or downtrend? If uptrend, we are watching the lows.
Are watching highs, right? For opposite reason, right? We're moving down, so the only way for this thing to turn into an uptrend, right, is for it to go higher, right? If it keeps going lower, we're staying in the trend. Got it? Got it. Okay? Number four, okay? Once you identify the trend, right, we figure it out. Okay. In order for it to be a break, again, I misspelled it. In order for it to be a break of structure to the upside, it has to close above, or actually we'll make this be a break of structure to the downside because we talked about we're watching lows.
For it to be a break of structure
for the first one. I don't want to confuse you guys. Wow, I can't even type. So in order for it to be a break of structure to the downside, which means it is turning from an uptrend into a downtrend. Damn, I wonder if I can make this smaller. There we go. It has to close below the most recent low. Does that make sense? Give me a nod. Yes? Yes. Okay. Number 5. Oops. Number 5. It's the exact same, just opposite. Let's see if I can spell it right. Structure. Did it for me. I love technology. Oops, I was just copying. Upside into an uptrend. Oops, bad grammar on A instead of an. In order for it to be a break of structure to the upside, which means from a downtrend into an uptrend. I'll even add that
To break of structure to
into there because that can get confusing, I know. Cool. So in order for it to be a break,
it has to above the most
break of structure to the downside, which means an uptrend into a downtrend, it has to close below the most recent low. Understand that we are consistently watching the most recent lows and the most recent highs getting formed. Okay, we are not the most recent lows and the most recent highs getting formed. Okay, we are not listening or caring about past lows. Okay, so in this example, this gives us a perfect example, okay? Right, we make this low right here. This low, yes, it's lower than this one, but why do I not care about it anymore? Because this one is the most recent low that was made. Yes, price ended up closing below both of them, so we wouldn't have had an issue. But I know damn well that some of you guys, if it only closed below this one and not below this one, you guys would have been having a heart attack, shivering your fucking timbers, deciding whether or not to take a short. Okay, so we take the most recent low or high made. Okay, same thing with this. Same thing with this over there, right? We have a high right here. Oh, we make another high right here. Why is this? Why are TJR? Why are we using the wick of this? Because up candle and a down candle. How do we mark our highs? The highest point of those two candles. All right, the wick right there. We got it. We closed above that. Yes, we closed above both of these yet again. However, we don't care about this high anymore. Okay, there will be times when price will consolidate, right? Not within a trend, right? It'll just be consolidating, and you'll see a lot of that, right? You'll see, oh, move up, right? Right here. Move up, then a move down. Now this is a high. Move down, then a move up. This is a low. Move up, then a move down. This is a high. Move down, then a move up. This is a low, right? This is just pure consolidation. There is no trend within however many.
So just watching basically the two newest candles. Like, here's the high, here's a new low. Here's a new high, newer high, newer low.
How many days this was? This would have been a terrible trading week for gold, right? There was no trend within this. There was no break of structure. Market had no clue where it wanted to go. Oops. Okay. Does that make sense? I feel like that is the easiest way that I could have put break of structure at all. Okay? We have it laid out. It is a step-by-step formula. Number one, identify the trend. What's the trend? Look at it. Lower lows and lower highs. Perfect. We're in a downtrend. Okay, so we are in a downtrend. What are we watching? We are watching highs. Where's our most recent high? Right here. So in order for this to turn into an uptrend again, we have to wait for the daily time frame to close above here. We just gotta sit back, relax, and wait. This wick is not a high. This wick is not a high. This candle forming is not a high. If the next candle that forms is down though, then yeah, we'll move the high to there. But that hasn't happened. So where's the most recent high? Right there. Cool. And when does it turn into an uptrend? When we get a candle closure above there. Okay, we'll show one more example of a break of structure. Let me throw this on the weekly. Oh, this is money. Okay. Right here. Right, we're trending up. All right. Or actually, no. We'll go into like a 15-minute time frame. This'll be good. And again, remember guys, remember. I don't want you to watch this break of structure video and instantly be like, when there's a break of structure, it means it's gonna go up forever. Or when there's a break of structure to the downside, it's going to go down forever, because that is not.
What is the name of trending canal?
Not true at all. Not true.
What is your question, bro?
Okay, not true whatsoever. Because remember, in our trends video, if you have to rewatch that today,
If you're asking about the channel of this video is coming from, TJR.
highly suggest you do so. Remember, in our trends video, the weekly holds more power than the daily. The monthly holds more power than the weekly. If we see a break of structure to the downside on the daily, like we saw right here on gold, or sorry, on GU, right? Why is this a break of structure to the downside? Move down, move up. This is the low. We close below that. Market starts trending down. If we see a break of structure to the downside on the daily, but the weekly we're still bullish, it's just a retracement. Was this a break of structure? Little homework, little tip and trick for you guys. This was the most recent low that we had. Is this a break of structure? No! Why is it not a break of structure?
Jesus Christ.
You're probably saying, lower low. Shut up. We haven't closed below the low. We didn't close below. This is a perfect example of what a lot of you guys will be entering on. That just is not a break of structure. This looks like a liquidity sweep. And oftentimes, market will do this a lot to fake people out who think that a wick below a previous low is actually a break of structure. Because what's market probably going to do? It's probably going to come up a little bit. Okay? Yeah, maybe the next weekly candle will close below here. Maybe, if it wants to. But we have to wait for that. We can't just say, good enough, sell, right? Because we don't want it to be good enough. We want to know. And because even when we know for certain, we don't actually know. So why would we take a trade off of something that's already low probability of being a break of structure, and already being in a market that's already very difficult to have a high probability to trade in, right? We're literally just reducing our chances of being a higher probability trader by taking bad setups like this, right? We need to wait for the low to get closed below. Same shit with this. Same shit with this. This is an exact example of this right here. Same thing with this. Right? What's this? Move down, then a move up? This is a low. At one point in time, this black candle right here, this was a full black candle to the downside. It looked like this. I know damn well that 90% of retailers were just short. It's going down forever. And then what happens? Market never fucking breaks structure and we push higher. Same thing here. Right? We get a move down, then a move up. No break. Move down, then a move up. No break. And market continues to push higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Because the trend never was broken. Trend never broke. And what were these? These were just liquidity sweeps, and we will learn about that next time. Okay? Hopefully that covered break of structure for you guys.
I think I got it.
It has to be a close.
I got
Let's
the
go back
lesson.
to that little thing that we had. Schmink. Let's do this on the daily. And let's drag this all the way up here. Identify the trend. Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it going in higher highs and higher lows? Is it going in lower highs or lower lows? Boom. I literally made a checklist for y'all. Figure it out? Okay, perfect. It's in an uptrend. If it's in an uptrend, we are watching the lows. Perfect. Hawkeye those things. Watch every single new low that gets made, okay? That's actually something that I want. Because we only care about the recent ones that get made.
Fuck it, I add to this shit. If uptrend, we're watching the lows. Plus most recent ones.
Those are the only ones we care about. Okay, those are the only ones we care about. Those are the only ones that need closure above. Because who gives a fuck, right? If market's moving like this, or... Right, I mean, we showed it in that GJ chart, but if market's moving higher highs, higher lows, and then one of the lows gets wicked below, but it keeps going higher, we don't care about that, right? Because market structure never was broken. We only care if it gets closed below, right? Also, right, for the most recent low point, okay, we're going like this, right? Who cares about this low if this new low was already made? If it's supposed to move in higher highs and higher lows and the most recent low gets broken, gets closed below, then that means the structure is shift. Who cares about this one? It means we made a new low. We made a lower low compared to this one. Who gives a fuck about this? This was the trend. This was the most recent low. No one cares about this low. No one cares about this high. We care about the most recent ones that were made. Same thing for the downtrend. Okay, please drill that into your head. And I suggest you guys write this down. Okay? So we know that we're in an uptrend. And if we're in an uptrend, we're watching the lows. We're watching the most recent ones that get made, and we forget about the old ones. Okay, after the most recent one the most recent ones get made. And then once it's a break of structure to the downside in an uptrend, it has to close, the candle has to close below that most recent low. And that's it. That's break of structure. We got it? Okay, so what I want you guys to do for homework is find 10 examples of breaks of structure. This should be very, very easy because it's pretty easy to spot, especially with this checklist. Find 10 examples of an actual break of structure within the market, and then find 10 examples of what someone, a noob who hasn't watched this course, who hasn't watched this video yet, who hasn't watched my how to spot a break of structure in the market video, find 10 examples of what someone might consider a break of structure but actually isn't. A wick below a low, or like a wick above a high, right? Something that might fake somebody out, that someone might believe is a break of structure but isn't. So you guys can get good at spotting actual breaks of structures and then fakes. Okay? Do those two things. You need to have 20 examples by the end of this, okay? Until you're done with your homework. You need 10 examples of breaks of structure and 10 examples of fake outs or fake breaks of structure. Okay? Not real. All right? That's your homework. Make sure you get it done before tomorrow's video. I'll see you boys tomorrow.
Let's get on these fucking charts. Alright, I think I know what we're fucking looking at here. First I was lost. Let's see. Whoa, what the fuck happened? This shit literally just fucking skyrockets. Or nukes. Alright, let's fucking open this bitch up. Alright. Here's the open. We gotta go look back at the example, Loki. I don't wanna fuck up the Okay, so we're looking at fuck.
Why is it not? No! Break of structure.
Okay, so here's a good example. There's fucking tweaking balls. We're looking at the latest low and to see if there was anything that closed. Fuck off. Here's the low. The lowest low. That's what we're looking at. Most recent low. Let's say we're going as time goes on, okay? Market opens. What's gonna happen? Boom, boom, boom. Dropping, 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 dropping. Okay, we're here. Now. Going up, going up, going up, going up. Low. Okay. There's a low. Another low. Another low closed. See that? Closed under it. So it's gonna drop, right? Drops. New one. So up, down. Next one. Down. Next one. Up. Down. Up. Fuck, is that even an example? Break of structures. I'm gonna count that as one. Okay. Here's a low. Next one, green. Next one, red. Didn't close under it. Green, red, green. Red closed under it. You see that shit? Right there. That closed and it went down a little bit. What the fuck? There's gotta be more of a setup though. This is also the 1 minute chart. What was he looking at? He's looking at the week. What the fuck is this chart? Let me go back. Here's a good example right here. This red, this bar closed below it. What did it do? Foul. So I'm gonna count that as another example. Okay, let's see. This one goes down. Green, green. Here's another example. Red. Just looking at this. Took it like a nice spike. There's a nice spike right here. Goes up, goes up, goes up, boom. Here's a wick. Okay, goes up, boom. Here's a wick. Goes up, boom. Here's a wick. Didn't close. Didn't close. Didn't close, didn't close, didn't close. Right here. Boom, it finally closed here. Here's a break of structure. Right? This is not a break of structure.
Structure. We haven't. Well, this is out. Who break of structure? Close.
Does that count as an example? It did break structure. Oh, but then there's this one here.
Below here, maybe, if it wants to. But we have to wait for that. We can't just say, good enough, sell, right? Because we don't want it to be good enough. We want to know. And because even when we know for certain, we don't actually know. So why would we take a trade off of something that's already low probability of being a break of structure? And already being in a market that's already very difficult to have a high probability to trade in, right? We're literally just reducing our chances of being a higher probability trader by taking bad setups like this, right? We need to wait for the low to get closed below. Same shit with this. Same shit with this. This is an exact example of this right here. Same thing with this. Right? What's this? Move down, then a move up? This is a low. At one point...
Move down and then move up. Move down and then a move up. Move down and then a move up. Move down and then move up. That's a low. Move down and then a move up. That's a low. Move down and then a move up. That's another new low. How the fuck is he calling this shit?
At one point in time, this black candle right here, this was a full black candle to the downside. It looked like this. I know damn well.
Move up, then a move down. It's a low. Move down again, another low, close below it. Then a fucking shot up. Move up, then a move down. Another low. Move up, move up, move up. Move down, move down, move down, move up, move down. Boom, it closed. It closed below it, so it broke structure, right? Move up, then a move down. Move up, then I move down. Move down. Move up, then I move down. Move down. Move up, then I move down. Move down, move down, move down, move down. Move up, then I move down. Move down. Move up, then I move down. Move up, move up, move. I don't really fucking get what he's saying here.
that 90% of retailers were just short. It's going down forever. And then what happens? Market
a move up, then a move down. Move up, then a move down. Why is he not looking
never
at that
fucking
one?
breaks structure, and we push higher. Same thing here. Right? We get a move down, then a move up. No break. Move down, then a move up. No break. And market continues to push higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Because the trend never was broken.
The trend never was broken. Move down, no, never broke. Move down, then a move up. Didn't break. Move down, then a move up. Here's a fake out. That's an example. Move down, then a move up. That's a new low. Move down, okay. Move down again. Then a move up. Move down. Move up. Move down, then a move up. Here's our set of break-in. Move down. Move up. Move up. Move down. Boom. Broke structure right here. Now it's going down. Up, up. Move down, then a move up. Move down, then a move up. Move down. Down, down, and then move up. Move down and then move up. Oh, broke structure right here. Move down and then move up. Oh, here's a really close one. Like a really close one. Move down, then move up. Move down, then move up. Broke structure a little bit. Then dropped a little bit. Move down, then move up.
Trend never broke. And what were these? These were just liquidity sweeps, and we will learn about that next time. Okay? Hopefully that covered break of structure for you guys. It has to be a close. Let's go back to that little thing that we had. Schmink. Let's do this on the daily. And let's drag this all the way up here. Identify the trend. Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it going in higher highs and higher lows? Is it going in lower highs or lower lows? Boom. I literally made a checklist for y'all. Figure it out? Okay, perfect. It's in enough.
Okay, let's find the trend. Here's a downtrend. If in uptrend, we're watching the lows. If in downtrend, we're watching the highs. Okay, high, low, high, low and high. The high broke above it and it just fucking went down. Oh, but this is, downtrend. If in downtrend, watching highs. Here's a high. Fuck, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna have to come back to this tomorrow. This fuck ass shit. This fucking razor thin ass line. I'm gonna find the trend, uptrend or downtrend. Uptrend. Watching the lows. Low. High. Low. High. Okay, so low. And broke the low again. Fuck, dude. I don't know if I'm gonna have to come back to this tomorrow. I don't know if I'm not fucking understanding.
Uptrend. If it's in an uptrend, we are watching the lows. Perfect. Hawkeye those things. Watch every single new low that gets made, okay? That's actually something that I want.
Watch every single new low that is made.
Single low. Going by the ever was broke, push, no break. Right? What happened? Oh! At will of Detroit, we're being in a certain good probably going to do. Oh, these sweet. Not of. Oh, is this on that? Market starts trending down. If we see a break of structure to the downside on the daily, but the weekly we're still bullish, it's just a retracement. Was this a break of structure? Little home.
So why is he still looking at this one? It's an uptrend. Here's a low. Goes up. Goes up, goes up, goes down, then break the low. Goes down, then break the low. Goes down, then break the low. So it's still an uptrend until it breaks that low. He's looking at it going up. And he's looking at a low. Here, it broke a fucking low. Going down and going up. No, it didn't. Going down and going up. Going down. Going up. Going down. Going up. Going down. Broke structure. Then went up. Going down. Then going up. And didn't break here. Going down and going up. Didn't break here. Going down. Didn't break here. Going down. Going up. Going down. Dude, it's just touching it. Going down, going up. Going down and going up. Going down, going up. Going down, going up. Going down, going up. Look at current date. Going down, going up, going down, going up, going down, going up. And it starts going up. Going down. Yes, that broke structure. Going up, going down, going up, going down. Boom, broke structure right here. And down, this is going up. Here's a good example. Wow, here's a really fucking good example. Went down, then went up. Up. Went down. Went up. Boom, broke structure right here. So going down. Going down, going up. Here's an example. New mistake. Going down, going up. Going down and going up. Oh no, this is a fucking downtrend. Right here we're looking at. So going down and going up. Going down and going up. Going down, going up. Going down, going up. Going down, 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 up. Then so going down and then up, closed, broke structure, and fucking shot up. Fucking be here all night. Okay, downtrend now. Going down, boom, going up. It's gonna continue going up, going down, going up, going down, down, closed right there, broke structure, fell. Went to the high side, then it fell down, so we're at a downtrend again. Down and then it went up. Boom, closed, broke structure. Went up, boom, down, crashed. Then it went up. Didn't close, down, went up. Didn't close, down, 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 up. Here's another candle, boom, closed, broke structure. Started railing up. Now we're looking at an uptrend, right? So down and then up. Boom. Down. Down and then up. So right here. Up, 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 down, 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 boom, broke structure. Down and up. We're in a downtrend. Down and up. Broke structure. Down. Oh, then we went up. Went down, broke structure. On up. Down, up. Down, broke structure again. I'm shooting up. I went down. We're the downtrend here. Let's look for green. Down, down, green. Broke structure. down. So we think we're going up. But nothing breaks structure, so we steady go down. Here would be a noob mistake. Goes up but didn't close. Now we're at uptrend. Down, up, boom. Down and up. And we broke structure here. So we're going on a downtrend, I think. That's what we're looking at. So we're going down, looking at the green. When we're going up, we're looking at the red. So down, we're looking at the green. Down, we're looking at the green. Down, we're looking at the green. Up. Closed above. Then again, no. Down, up. Down, up. Now we're in an uptrend. Up. Down. Closed.
Homework, little tip and trick for you guys. This was the most recent low that we had. Is this a break of structure? No! Why is it not a break of structure? You're probably saying, lower low. Shut up. We haven't closed below the low. We did. A lot of you guys in time close below here, maybe, if it wants to. But we have to wait for that. We can't just say, good enough, sell, right? Because we don't want it to be good enough. We want to know. And because even when we know for certain, we don't actually know. So why would we take a trade off of something that's already low probability of being a break of structure and already being in a market that's already very difficult to have a high probability to trade in, right? We're literally just reducing our chances of being a higher probability trader by taking bad setups like this, right? We need to wait for the low to get closed below. Same shit with this. Same shit with this. This is an exact example of this right here. Same thing with this. Right? What's this? Move down, then a move up. This is a low. At one point in time, this black candle right here, this was a full black candle to the downside. It looked like this. I know damn well.
The lows aren't these fucking wicks. That's what I wasn't understanding. Low, downtrend, low, high. Looking at the wrong fucking thing. Low, high, low, high. Break the low. Low, high. Downtrend, didn't break it. High. Low, high, low. Broke it right here. Let's start going up. Short the uptrend.
Well, that 90% of retailers were just short. It's going down forever. And then what happens? Market never fucking breaks structure and we push higher. Same thing here. Right? We get a move down, then a move up. No break. Move down. And then a move up. Down, then a move up. Right? We get a move down, then a move up. No break. Move down, then a move up. No break. And market continues to push higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Because the
move down, then move up. Move down. No, broke fucking. Broke. It's gonna continue going down. Now we're at the downside looking at a high. So down, move up. Here's a new high. Down, move up, boom, it closed right here. Move down. We're a fucking downtrend though. I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to come back to this video tomorrow on a fresh slate. We're gonna have to find 7 new mistakes and possibly more examples of this breaking structure. I'm so fucking tired. Been up since 4 a.m. We're gonna come back, finish the homework, get a fresh start. Possibly tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna hop on tomorrow or Monday. We'll see.